Hi all! Everything in my video is pulled from the public domain, and I am using them under the Fair Use, Fair Dealings guidelines. Everything I say is my own opinion. You should look into this information for yourselves, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Good morning, everybody. This is going to be a little longer than usual video. We have several things that we're going to be covering on this video, so let's just dive right in and get there, shall we? Let's go. To start with, you guys remember this story where Meghan and Harry requested a meeting with the Queen. And I've shown this to you several times, and I've told you this is because they no longer have direct access to the Queen. Remember Meghan in the interview was, oh yeah, we have the phone and I just call her whenever. Yeah, that's been cut off, I guarantee you. So they made the request to see the Queen, but the question is why? Well, I mean, it's pretty obvious at this point that they need the Queen and they need the royal family to maintain their image. But I think deep down we all knew this. They need to maintain that connection with the firm. They have to, because their royal connection is really the only thing that makes them saleable in the United States. And they're desperate because it's all about their product. It's all about their, who they are. Now, considering how much they need this and considering the fact that it's already been reported that when they go over, if they go over, they're bringing a camera crew, I hope that somebody frisks these two down before they're allowed to meet with the Queen. That's all I'm going to say about that. Moving on. So next up is the nomination that Oprah got for her Emmy in the nonfiction category for the interview show with Harry and Meghan. And everybody was really wondering how they even got a nomination because 90% of what was said in that show was proven to be a big fat lie. So everybody was like, how did this happen? And what was going to happen at the Emmys? Well, let me tell you what happened. Oprah lost. That's right. And she didn't just lose. She lost out to an Italian cooking show. The show that won was Stanley Tucci, I think it's pronounced, Searching for Italy. It was a 6-part series that explored Italian culture and cuisine, and it was the best hosted nonfiction series category. See, what that says to me is that the people who do the Emmys, who vote on the Emmys, who know what's going on, behind the scenes, I think they realized that the interview was crap, and I don't think they ever really looked at it seriously. Okay, now this next story is a no-brainer, that Meghan and Harry are under tremendous pressure with their Netflix deal. Well, gee, they cut that deal how long ago? They haven't been able to come up with anything. And now I think Netflix demanded that they do something, so they've had to hire all these people in, and the two of them have had to take their hands off in order to even have a chance at any of their stuff succeeding. So what this is saying essentially is if Netflix isn't happy, if the production doesn't bring in the people they're expecting, that's it. Because they're in a commercial world where it's cutthroat. I think these two talked a good game, but they couldn't deliver. Okay, next story. Do you guys remember Thomas Markle? And how right before the wedding, he wrote that letter to Harry? And initially, everybody read that letter and went, this is just sour grapes. But as it's turned out, everything that Thomas Markle said in that letter has come true, hasn't it? So anyway, here's my point. I think Meghan Markle is deluded enough to think that she has the right to say whatever she wants, but that her family should not. And now people are saying that actually the Markle family has just as much right to share their family issues that they're having with Meghan, since Meghan is out there talking about it on the Oprah show. I mean, it's Meghan's thing is she's very protective of her own reputation, which is very ironic considering the problems that they've caused in trashing the family's reputation, the royal family's reputation, right? I mean, I guess the point is, if Harry and Meghan are going to talk about their quote-unquote, I'm air quoting, perceptions of racism in the family and their perception of being cut off from money, it's only fair that Meghan's family might also want to talk about the problems that have resulted from her crappy behavior and the difficult position that she's put them in. Don't you think that's fair? Because I do. So it's part of Thomas Markle's thing. He's on Australia Big Brother, that he's writing another letter to Meghan. And I guarantee you that that letter is going to be made public, as well it should be. All right. Now, instead of a Finn update, I'm doing an update on my son. I don't know. Again, I'm not pro or anti-vaccine, but here's what happened to him. When my son was unvaccinated, he's the one who caught COVID and brought it into the house and gave it to my husband and myself. And it's only been about 30 days since he had COVID, and he decided to get vaccinated, and he went and got the shot, and then he developed chest pain. We went by ambulance because his EKG did not look good, and he actually got admitted overnight. He has developed pericarditis, which can be dangerous. He's only 21 years old. His troponin levels, and I'll let you guys Google all that. Troponin is the enzyme that the heart puts out. Your level is supposed to be 0.2. That's 0.2 or less. And his level when they admitted him was 8. He has a long road in front of him now. Point and moral of this story is, if you get COVID, do not get the vaccine for at least 90 days. I'm not sure why they injected him. We're looking into all of that now. But yeah, he's got heart inflammation from the vaccine because he had COVID. All righty. And okay, I'll throw a quick little Finn update on there. He's doing just fine. He's sticking by me and my son now, actually. It's crazy. It's like the dog can tell that we don't feel well, like he can tell it. I don't know any other way to put it. So I'm dying to know your thoughts on all of this. What do you think about the fact that Oprah lost her Emmy? Oh, it was so sad. What do you guys think about Meghan Markle's family deciding that they have every right to hit back and talk if they want? And what do you guys think that in over a year, these two were unable to produce anything and ended up having to hire people in to do the work for them? Don't forget to leave your comments below. I love to read them. Don't forget you can email me. You can follow me on Twitter. Don't forget about that coffee fund. And as always, you guys, have a great day.